So the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, man. Now, this sneaker right here saved the Air Jordan 4. Now you're probably thinking, or wondering, freak you mean, Easy? The Jordan 4s are still the most popular Jordan sneaker. So what do you mean how this Jordan 4 Bred colorway saved the Jordan 4? Let me take you back to the year 2020. This shoe came out. These are the Mochas, one of my favorite shoes. This shoe left a major impact with the Jordan 1s. Let me take you to the following year. The Air Jordan 1 University Blue. This sneaker right here left a major impact with the Jordan 1s. Let me take you to the next year. These, the Air Jordan 1, the first reimagined, the patent Breds. Now, this is a Bred colorway. This shoe should have done what this shoe done. It's an OG colorway, and it's a Jordan. We haven't seen the Breds in a minute. Yeah, it's a patent leather, but this shoe is, incredible. So why didn't this shoe right here do what this shoe done? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Air Jordan 1s were starting to get stagnant. The Air Jordan 1s were releasing so many times and they were beginning to lose its luster. The hype started to die down. Because of that, shoes like this that should have done what the Mocha's done did not do well. The hype started to go down, and then every other Jordan 1 other than collabs started to freaking lose its hype. You can blame inflation, of course. You can blame inflation for the Jordan 4s as well, or why certain shoes just aren't selling. But if one thing is definitely clear, even though we're living in a time of inflation, Jordan 4s always sold out, even during times of inflation. It kept its hype and it kept its luster. Now, here's where the change started. When these came out, the UNC, these shoes were highly sought after. I believe these came out in 2021. So this shoe, hard to get. You pretty much couldn't get the shoe at all. I got this shoe like later on, but when this shoe released, this shoe had hype. It was hard to get. People were talking about it. It was just a hyped up release. Let's fast forward to 2022. The Air Jordan 4s, every Jordan 4 that came out in 2022 had the Midnight Navies, which is a dope shoe. We had the Military Blacks, which is incredible. And we had the black canvas. Like Jordan 4s that year was phenomenal. They did very, very, very well. Last year is when we started to see a little tiny shift. Now I don't count the Jordan 4 SB Pine Greens because that's a collab shoe. I don't really count that. But other than that shoe right here, we had the Jordan 4 Photon Dust. We had the Jordan 4 Olive Crafts. We had the Red Cements, and we also had the Thunder. These were the only Jordan 4s that I copped last year. And though all those sneakers are nice overall, those shoes didn't have the same impact like how the other Jordan 4 colorways had, in previous years. The other Jordan 4s that came out, they were highly praised. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were highly praised, and all the colors is just A1. Now, I'm not saying that you can't like what you like. Now, I'm not saying that, these are bad colorways at all. But these shoes did not hit the same like our other Jordan 4s did. Even the Jordan 1s, right? Jordan 1s started losing their luster. So even dope colorways like the Taxis, the Wash Blacks, the True Blues, we had some really nice Jordan 1 colorways that came out last year in 2023. But because the hype started going down for Jordan 1s, these really nice colorways did not hit the same. And I feel the same way with the Jordan 4s that came out last year. The Red Cements, they were cool, but it's just like if you had this shoe right here, did you really need them? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not saying it was a bad shoe, but it just didn't hit the same. Jordan 4 Photon Dust, the Crafts, those, they were cool, but when I seen them in person, it didn't hit for me, you know? It just didn't hit. When I seen those Jordan 4 Olives, which are nice too as well, even that shoe right there did not hit the same like how other previous Jordan 4s did in the past. The only one that really hit the same for me were the Thunders, you know what I'm saying? But not just me, even when you look at, you know, resale prices for some of them Jordan 4s, they didn't hit the same like other Jordan 4s. And those sneakers right there, like I said, those are good color. They're cool. They're cool colorways. But it seemed like last year it just seemed like the Jordan 4s were starting to kind of lose like a little bit of that magic that it once had. And I seen a trend that, okay, just like the Jordan 1s, it's starting to lose its magic. The Jordan 4s to me last year started to show signs of losing its magic with the releases last year, except for the SB Pine Green 4s and the Thunders. Now, why I say this shoe saved the Jordan 4 is because if this shoe right here did not come out first, before any other Air Jordan 4 that's coming out this year, I think that the Jordan 4s would have continued to go on a slope down. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we got those white, you know, we got them white gold ones coming out. You know, they look cool. We have the Fears are coming out, which is dope. You know, we got the Fear 3s last year, so it's cool we're getting the Fear 4s. You know, what else coming out? We got the Military Blues is coming out, which I feel like if that shoe came out first, I think the same thing applies to this shoe right here. But actually, then again, I actually think that, I take that back, it don't. I think that this shoe coming out first was best in general, because this shoe right here, this Air Jordan 4, this is the most talked about shoe right now. You got people doing wear tests, myself included. You got people, you know, still trying to get this shoe. And keep in mind, this is still a general release Jordan 4. You know what I'm saying? Still a general release. Let's think about the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined that came out last year, right? That shoe should have made other Jordan 3s become hype. It didn't. Wanna know why? Because the Jordan 3s have already lost its luster, you know, way back. And there was no other shoe that had came out, you know, back when the Jordan 3s was on top, you know, to bring it back to that status. And the same thing happened with the Air Jordan 1. It started losing its luster. But this shoe right here is gonna bring the Jordan 4 back on top and, you know, keep it been on top, but just to keep it going, you know. Like last year, it was on top, but then as the year went by, it just started kind of slowly dipping, you know? Not all the way, but it definitely dipped, man. But with this shoe right here, it got it right back up. Now I guarantee you, every Jordan 4 to come out after this shoe, it's gonna probably get the hype back, you know? Because people want this shoe right here. But I believe that people are also gonna really want these other Jordan 4s as well. And this Bred 4 saved the Jordan 4s from continuing, you know, to go down that slope. It got it back up, you know? I think that this shoe will also make the white gold pair do better. I think that, and also, there are also better colorways that are coming out this year too. To me personally, I thought that there's better colorways coming out this year. So, you know, that's another thing too though, that adds to it. But there are better colorways of Jordan 1s to me that came out in the year 2023 than the year 2021. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, you know, Jordan 1, you know, it didn't have even the lost and founds, you know, wasn't able to just to save the Jordan 1s. You know what I'm saying? But these shoes right here, these Jordan 4 Breds, I believe that it got people back interested in the Air Jordan 4 and also just sneakers in general, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, wearing these is fun. Like, I really enjoy wearing these shoes right here, you know? And it just brought back that energy. That's what it is. This shoe right here brought back that energy that no other Jordan 4 last year, except for maybe the SB Pine Greens, not even the Thunders. Even as much as I love the Thunders, they did not have, like, this is like no other Jordan 4 last year other than the SB Pine Greens. And I even say that this shoe right here is more, I feel like the energy of this shoe is actually more vast than the SB Pine Greens, because these were more attainable to get. Even though they were still pretty much, you know, kind of difficult. I mean, if you at least tried, you could get this shoe. With those Pine Green 4s, those were extremely hard to get because it was a collab shoe, and it was pretty much only at, you know, skate shops or the Nike Sneakers app. So this right here, man, brought that energy back that these Jordan 4s needed. Because let's be real, the Jordan 4s are starting to go on a downhill slope. Those shoes that came out last year, though they weren't bad, but for me, they were kind of just okay, or just kind of just good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't need any of those. But the Jordan 4s this year, the Fear 4s, the military blues, these, even those metallic gold ones look really nice. What else they got? I think they have like a, I think they're called the Sail, I believe. But those they got some and Year 4s that coming out looking pretty nice as well. But they got some good colorways coming out this year, man. And I just believe that this shoe helped bring that energy back. Let me know if you agree with my logic. Do you believe that the Jordan 4 just always been, there was no signs of it going downhill? Or do you think, or do you agree with me when I said the Jordan 4 Bred, you know, brought back that renewed energy that these Jordan 4s needed? Like the video if y'all enjoyed, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next vid.